So I think the question of the hour, at least this point in the newscast, is it even legal for the federal agents to do what they're doing? I took that question to Lewis and Clark College law professor Tung Yin, and I'll warn you, the answer's complicated.
So the basic minimum requirement for an arrest is that there should be probable cause the person has committed the particular crime. And what would happen then in a normal case, let's say, is the person gets arrested, they get brought before a judge, and if they can't afford an attorney, they get an attorney, and the judge will review the charges, or perhaps a grand jury has issued an indictment, and then we proceed with all the lawyering type of stuff. What sometimes can happen, you can think of this as maybe like a gap in the legal structure that these cases can fall into, is what happens if the officers arrest somebody and they don't have probable cause? Well, the answer is that the first line of defense is the person is to be brought before a judicial officer within 72 hours. So in this case, it would be a federal magistrate judge. And at that point, the magistrate judge would ask, why are we holding this person? And the federal agents would say, well, we're holding them because there's probable cause that they believe they've committed X, Y, and Z crimes. And the magistrate would either say yes or no. And if the magistrate says, no, I don't agree with that, the person's released. If the magistrate says, okay, I think there's probable cause here, we're going to continue this case, the defense lawyer comes in and can do defense lawyering stuff. But what happens if the officers don't really care if the case is prosecuted, if they just want to grab the person off the street and make life kind of unpleasant for them for up to 72 hours, and then at the end of that say, we changed our minds, we're not going to charge you, you can go now. Then the magistrate never gets involved. All that happens is the person has been locked up for up to 3 days. Now, they might be able to bring a civil rights lawsuit, but those are hard to win, and you have to find a lawyer who will represent you. And so there are some challenges there as well. And that's sort of a gap in the system, that if that's what happens, and if all they want to do is get the person off the street and teach them a lesson, we don't have, we meaning the people, the system does not have very much recourse to prevent that from happening.